All right, today I'm going to show you how to change an EGR valve in a Thermo King Precedent. This is an S600. The S700 will be essentially the same. This is a 2015 or 2016, I can't remember. They changed this part number right around 2020, 2021, so this will be pertinent to the older units here. Now, I had a code 618 EGR recirculation valve, and I was dropped into Thermo King. They looked at it, said your EGR valve is bad. Now they wanted 22 something just for the valve, and the full quote with labor was like 2,800 bucks with their labor, environmental fees, shop supplies, technology fees, all that kind of stuff. And this is a remarkably simple job to replace this EGR valve. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Not only save money, I don't know, 500 bucks in fees or whatever, but I saved over $1,200 on the part. They couldn't get the part for another week, so to get me by, what I did, I had another unit, another trailer with the same unit on it. I robbed the valve off of that one and just put it on here, and it worked just fine. So I parked this trailer and I went online, found a Yanmar dealer in Florida, and here's the part number. You can read that label, get all those numbers off it. Focus that a little bit. Alright, anyway, got this Yanmar part right here for $1,026. So yeah, $1,300, something like that savings in the part, because this is a Yanmar, these are Yanmar components in this reefer unit. So what you need to do this is unplug this fitting right here. That's the electrical to it. And then you got 4 bolts. They're 12 millimeter. One on the back side opposed to it. That's 2, 3, and then 4. One on the back here. Okay, I already took that one out. Forgot to record that. But at any rate, you don't need to do anything here. It's just those 4 bolts. Now, you're going to have a gasket, a metal gasket right in here, and a metal gasket right in here. Now watch which one is which, because I'll show you. You can mistake them, but it won't work. I'll explain that when I get it off. So I'm not going to record this part, but all I'm going to do is take these 4 bolts out, and we'll be right back. Alright, so these are out. As you can see, they're the same. This gasket goes here like that. This one goes here like so. I was wrong, this isn't the one that you can mess up the gasket on. A different style one also has a round hole with the smaller here, and you could mix them up, and if you put the small one on there, the EGR can't open. But this isn't that, so this is the square hole one, or rectangular hole one. So all I gotta do is, you know, put these back in place and bolt them in. I was wrong too, I'm mistaken. These 2 here were just nuts, 12 millimeter nuts. The whole bolt doesn't come out, so just wanted to clarify that. And yeah, here's what everything looks like here without it open. And this unit was just serviced a few hours ago, 100 hours ago or whatever, so I'm not even going to waste time cleaning the pipe out and stuff. It was cleaned recently. So I'm going to put this back together and fire it on up. I just happen to have laying around one of those other style gaskets I was talking to you about. See how the center hole is much smaller? If you make a mistake and put that over the EGR end, the EGR won't be able to open. If you remember, that other one had a much bigger hole in the center here for the EGR to be able to move through. But at any rate, everything's on here. You can see the gaskets are in place. See that one? See this one's up in here. All I gotta do is tighten these down, plug it back in, and we'll check everything out here. Alright, so the new EGR is in. It's time to test run this thing. Now, I forgot to mention earlier that this is a code that will shut you down. So when I had it, it shut the unit down. You couldn't restart it. It would start up and shut right down. In fact, when I'd hit the switch, it would just fault right out. So let's fire this up here. Anytime I do any kind of work, really with anything on the unit, as soon as I'm done, we run a pre-trip on it just to make sure everything's gonna pass. And I'll know right away when this thing fires up if that, you know, there's some kind of other problem here, because she was faulting out immediately. All right, you can see we passed the pre-trip. As you can see, this is probably one of the easiest do-it-yourself jobs you'll ever do. I mean, literally, when I swapped my bad one from the bad one to the good trailer, I had both of them in and out in like 7 minutes. I mean, it's to change this 12 millimeter socket, maybe probably with an extension on that back one, and you can literally do this in probably 5 minutes and save yourself, geez, like $1,500 if you can get that part through the mail, that Yanmar part. Go back and check the label for that part number, and that's just highway robbery is what they're charging for that. So if you like this kind of video, hit the like button, subscribe, watch for more do-it-yourself type videos and information, and check out the links in the description below in the pinned comment. We'll see y'all later.